Hi! In this quick video I will define a clause and explain the differences between an independent and a dependent clause using several examples. A clause is a group of related words that consist of both a subject and a verb. The following sentence is a clause. The student studied in the library. You can see that the sentence contains a subject, in this case the student, and a verb, studied. It is important to note that both the subject and the verb is required to form a clause. If you only have either a subject or a verb, the group of words may form a phrase, but not a complete clause. For example, the group of word studies biology is not a clause because it does not contain a subject. To be a clause, there needs to be a subject in the sentence. You need to identify who it is that studies biology. For example, a complete clause would be Jane studies biology. Clauses can be independent or dependent. Understanding the difference between independent and dependent clauses can help you to avoid fragments in your writing and to vary the lengths of your sentences. This helps you to improve your writing and can also make your writing sound more academic. An independent clause makes sense on its own. It is a complete thought. In other words, an independent clause is a group of words that can stand alone as a complete sentence. Here are two examples. The teacher explained the difference between an electron and a proton. And the research demonstrates that the new vaccine effectively eliminates viral load in patients. Each of these sentences form a complete thought and can stand alone. Therefore, each of these sentences represents an independent clause. A dependent clause is not a complete thought and needs more information to be complete. In other words, a dependent clause cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. It needs to be attached to an independent clause to be complete. Here are two examples. While I was studying in the library, if the teacher does not provide the class notes on time. In both examples, the sentence is not complete. You do not know what happened while the person was studying in the library, or what will happen if the teacher does not provide the notes on time. As such, these clauses are dependent, as they need more information to be complete. There are certain clues that can help you to identify the dependent clauses in a sentence. You can look for punctuation clues such as commas and brackets, and you can look for certain words that are commonly used to mark a dependent clause. Examples of these words include while, if, unless, although, because, since, and when. Use of any of these words indicate a dependent clause.